Hi. So what I'm gonna go through is go through my first self-reflection one, and then go to my self-reflection two, and then into my third one. I just want to review real quick my self-reflection number one. Um, when I first did it, I thought I was a good person with very limited biases. I thought that um, pretty much, yeah, just in general, I was a good person. I thought that, or I know that religion was a huge part of my life. I was in a middle class, I am in middle class standing, and that I really didn't have a need for anything. For social standings of others, I was very naive. I thought kind of everyone was the same, besides having, a few of the poor. It just, never really thought about it too much. Um, Discrimination towards others, I thought was, well, in abortion, I didn't think that it was as big of a deal as people said it was. I thought it was just here and there, but that definitely changed. For my second reflection, I realized that I was not a very good person. I realized that I had a lot of prejudices, and I didn't trust. Like if you'd see a black guy, with this hoodie up, pants sagging, I would feel a little more nervous towards that. I did realize that I did have white privilege. I don't have to go through a lot of the stuff that a lot of other cultures and races have to deal with. Um, and with discrimination, there was a lot more than I thought there would be, especially in the housing market, in the schools. People, a lot of people are just generally mean. An example I would like to give of how I kind of realized prejudice was when um, Professor Clemens showed us a podcast of this woman saying that we pretty much didn't want black people in our schools, and that was horrible. Um, and then also something else I learned too as I went through the course is that not everyone in America has the same culture, and that's another area that I was very naive in. I was thinking to myself, oh, well, people almost have to be like me, don't they? But what was good through this class is that I learned that that was not the case. Then lastly, for my third self-reflection, I would say how I started on the path was some of the first day and some of the second day. What I mean by that is the first day, I remember him talking about, Professor talking about some challenging topics that we're going to talk about and stuff that might make people uncomfortable. And I was thinking to myself, there's no way I'm going to change what I think because I thought had my ideas right and I was wrong. Second day of class, that's what kind of kicked me out of that mindset of, oh, maybe there is something wrong with my thinking. A lot of changes, again, was the racism and how it is very alive and well. People, you see sin just takes over, and a lot of people buy into these different prejudices, and it's horrible. Also, poverty, another thing that I learned was poverty was another thing that I thought was more of a person's fault, but I realized that really it's just the situations that they're put in. That goes kind of with schools. Like, schools are bad in ways because you have lower income housing, so then the schools aren't getting enough money, and also teachers just don't want to go because they think it's going to be a lot more work for them. And how can I apply this to my teaching and preaching? It's a lot that I'm more self-conscious. I can now make more of an effort to understand people's situations, and if they are struggling, help to relate to them and try to understand their situation so that I can better understand how to help them, and then also even work with parents as well and see if there's something that can be done so their child and the parents can succeed.